Here's a quick way to get fired on your first day.
Is he a sub?
Ooh.
What's your name?
Okay.
Yeah, for Jones.
Okay, what's your name though?
Oh, yeah, you're good.
What's your name?
Mr. Herring.
Okay. Why were you standing behind me while I was using the bathroom?
Because I don't know who you are, so I
That's
was
weird
asking.
though. You couldn't wait until I came out the stall?
Here you go. He looks very young, I get it.
I get it, but he's recording me.
Oh, yeah.
He was standing behind me while I was using the bathroom. You
Did
couldn't
you have
wait.
the door closed?
No, I was there by myself. He couldn't wait until I came out the stall.
He wasn't sure if you were a student.
Yeah.
Okay, but still, why would he stand behind me while I'm using the bathroom? Y'all don't think that's crazy?
I think he was probably waiting to see if you were
I don't understand
coming
what
out.
happened. What happened?
I was using the bathroom. He's standing behind me
Just
watching me use the
I'm not a
bathroom.
man, but don't men usually aren't you in the bathroom together while I mean?
Okay, but he's standing dead behind me while I'm using
I
the
don't know.
bathroom.
This is a person that works here. He's a
Yeah.
professional. He is not somebody that we question like this. We don't treat people like this. And you're
I was
he was
just-
young.
I was
He
just
was
a-
making,
I was
he was
just
making,
asking.
he's verifying. He was verifying.
So y'all don't think that's weird? A teacher standing behind another
Aren't you another teacher?
Yes, but still, y'all don't think that's crazy?
I do not think that it's. I mean, I'm in the bathroom with other individuals all the time. Yeah.
But you stand behind them while they using the
Do you have
bathroom?
Do you have a door? Did you shut the door?
No, I did not.
Are you at the stall? Are you at the urinal?
Yes.
Okay, urinals. People are behind you, right? When you walk in and out, are people behind you?
Okay.
I mean,
Okay. Wait, what you say your name was?
It's bizarre.
What's your name?
I would. Please stop recording me.
No, tell me your name. What's your name? You're not gonna say your name, sir?
To add, I mean, when Mr. Hand asked you if you were a student or not, what was your response?
No, I asked him what was he doing, cause he's dead standing behind me while I'm using the bathroom, asking me what's my name or what am I doing. Like what?
Did you respond, I'm a substitute working here today?
No. It's weird he's standing behind me while I'm using the bathroom. I don't know how y'all not seeing that, but it's whatever.
For the sake of peace and not having anything else transpire today, I think it's best if you don't finish out the day subbing here. Just I don't want any issues happening between, the staff members and you, or it's just best probably.
Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to know his name. You could tell me your name?
And go ahead, I'm sorry. I was gonna say, so at this point, do you have anything left in the classroom that needs to
No, I got my stuff.
Okay, I'm gonna ask that you leave the campus.
Okay, that's fine. But he can't tell me his name?
No.
All right, y'all. So obviously, as y'all can see in that video, we have a substitute teacher, and this is his first day on the job, and he's going into the bathroom. I'm assuming he clocks in, he goes to the bathroom, he uses the bathroom, and there's this other teacher who has been there, and he doesn't recognize this guy. So apparently he walks up behind him while he's peeing and just kind of just tries to ask to verify, like, who are you? What are you doing here? Type stuff like that. So, and then you see, now this is all speculatory before he cuts the video on. So when the video starts, he's asking the guy, okay, well, what's your name? The guy who's questioning him, he's asking him what's his name, and obviously it kind of escalates from there. So now, obviously this video was posted. Well, I'm just going to assume that this video was posted by the guy who was recording. And, I'm guessing he was posting it for commentary and everybody was kind of giving their takes. But this is one of those videos to where it can easily be taken as something prejudiced or profiling or any kind of stereotypical stuff like that happens between black and white people. Now, my first instance, when I first seen the video, it didn't really strike me as that. It kind of struck me as a situation to where, if the thing is, you have to learn as young people, like us young generation. I'm 33, so I can't really call myself a young cat anymore. I'm kind of like I'm kind of creeping up on OG status right now. Me and all my homies are the same age group. But one thing we have to learn for the younger age group that's even younger than our age group, we have to understand the climate of the world today. Now, there's been a very, very recent, in the past, I want to say maybe 5 to 10 years, there's been an influx of school shootings and stuff happening in these schools. So if I'm a parent and I'm watching this video, I'm going to be proud of the fact that I have a teacher that's been there. Obviously, this teacher has been there for 9 to 10 months out of the year. So obviously he recognizes most of these kids. I mean, we're almost halfway through the first half of this school year. So the teacher is going to recognize any I'm not going to say any kid or any student, but he's going to recognize 85 to 90% of all staff and kids and students that go to this school. So when he sees someone he doesn't recognize, of course he's going to want to verify him. Now, we weren't in the bathroom. We don't know what happened. Maybe the guy probably offended the person recording. Maybe he's done that, maybe he didn't, but all we see is from what the video starts, from where the video starts. That's all we see. So obviously I feel like this video was posted to kind of out the teacher or out the school to kind of talk bad and give derogatory remarks about the school. But honestly, this kind of, I mean, this kind of pretty much did the opposite. You can't really say this is a racial prejudice or racial profiling type of situation, because obviously the white teacher, the Caucasian teacher questions the guy. And once he turns his video on, and instead of just verifying himself, that's all he had to do. And you can obviously see in the beginning of the video, the teacher goes and he goes, "Hey, is this guy a sub?" Or, you know, then the other teacher goes like, "Yeah, he's good." So from there, all you have to do is just identify yourself and not make a big scene out of it. But instead of doing that and taking the easy way and taking the road less traveled, you turn your video on and you try to make a scene to try to paint the school out to be some racist bunch of teachers or whatnot. Well, that's immediately, like, that fact is immediately negated, because once it gets escalated, you have to go to the principal's office. And I saw 2 or 3 black principals in that video that made the final decision to remove you from the school. So you can't say that it's a racial profiling situation or some kind of prejudice or just racist, flat out racist in general. You can't bring that kind of that kind of fact into the situation, because 1, you didn't identify yourself. 2, instead of identifying yourself, you just decided to record the video and you repeatedly asked for this guy's name. And if you were paying attention and you were recording, you would have knew that he identified himself as Mr. Herring when you first started asking him the questions. But instead of just understanding that and recognizing that and just identifying yourself and just not escalating the situation, you decided to turn your meta glasses on and record the video. And obviously you got the right lights on our meta glasses, so we know you're recording. So just identify yourself, bro. And you honestly could have just made that situation a lot better for yourself, and you probably could have still had a job, because now I'm pretty sure they're not going to hire you in that school system anymore. So you're probably going to have to go across, you know, wherever. You're probably done, unless you just go to school and become an actual teacher and go through the proper channels to get your actual teaching certification. I don't think you're going to be able to sub at that school anymore. So not only did you embarrass yourself, in my opinion, you lost your job, you don't get paid for the day, and obviously if you didn't go back and watch the video, you still don't know that guy's name. Like, you made it such a big deal to know, like, "Hey, what's your name? What's your name?" Well, buddy, he's a teacher, and all of the other teachers have identified him as a teacher, and you haven't identified yourself yet. You're just a random black kid walking into school and nobody recognizes you. That's why I'm saying, as you young people, you have to understand the climate of the world today. You already can't be black and go many places without being looked at funny anyway. So why would you even make the situation even harder for yourself by recording in a situation where you just had to, it would have taken 2 seconds to say, "Hey, yeah, I'm a sub, I'm using the bathroom, I'll be in my class in a second. Is there anything else I can do for you?" And I guarantee you the guy would have been like, "Okay, cool, all right, boom, you're good." Now, we don't know what happened in that bathroom. I mean, maybe some nefarious stuff happened in that bathroom that made the black guy feel uncomfortable, but just looking at the continuation of the video, man, like, you made the situation much bigger than what it needed to be. And that's why they ultimately made the decision to go ahead and remove you and terminate your contract with the school or whatever have you that brought you there. So they terminated that, and now you don't make no money for the day, and you just lost your job on your first day. So make better decisions, people. Identify yourself, man. It's not that hard. It's not that hard.
Yes!